Give me a minute. All right, so we can go live here too, apparently. Almost everything is ready, and now everything is ready, so we can start, apparently. Okay, guys, so yeah, for those that don't know, my name is Hightech, and on these live streams, I talk about what just happened today in the crypto market, what I think about it regarding 11 years of my experience. And I talk also about Hightech, the meme coin, what it is, and why you might be interested. Of course, guys, if you have any questions, then ask me in the live chat, and then I will try to answer to you to the best of my knowledge and abilities. I'm live streaming to 5 different platforms now, and to one platform in 2 different formats, right? So that's to YouTube. On YouTube, I live stream in 2 different formats, in a desktop format and in a mobile phone format, which is vertical, right? So yeah, I will have to control quite a few chats at once. Probably most active will be this one, which belongs to a YouTube mobile, probably. I'm guessing that was the case last time I live streamed. Yeah, but as you see today, the crypto market is doing something, right? Finally, is doing something. I was forecasting highly likely we get a little bit of a positive, movement sometime later on Sunday, and we've got Sunday. And as you see, we are moving up, right? So once again, I was right. I said probably Saturday will be boring. Most of Sunday will be somewhat boring. And the more we move towards the daily close on Sunday, the better things will become, right? When we go over to crypto bubbles, for example, I mean, it's difficult not to see things are going quite well, at least for now, of course. And I think the probability of things keep going good starting from today are really, really high, because how oversold we became, right? Generally speaking, like considering the whole altcoin market, not only some particular coins. By the way, I'm in a trade on that MLN right now. I have no idea what that is, but I know I have a trade on it. Yes, and it looks like this for now. Quite a hefty profit, plus 64%, and its peak was at plus 84. So yeah, nothing to complain about, definitely. And I'm highly convinced we will see more of things like this in upcoming days, right? Of trades like this one in upcoming days, all across the board. So right now the one shining the most is MLN on crypto bubbles on Binance. I think throughout this upcoming week, it will become almost the norm. Let me tell you, because I keep explaining it to you guys almost every day. Markets move from low saturation point to high saturation point, right? From oversold or grossly oversold to overbought or grossly overbought. And since on Friday 10th, we had literally a black swan event, some of the coins went minus 99%. I'm sorry, but there is literally zero chance for a bear market right now. If anybody is telling you that this is the moment to leave everything and go and focus on something else, they have literally zero idea how it works. This has nothing to do with the bear market. The opposite. If you don't believe me, look at historical instances of something like this happening, i.e. COVID crash. and see what followed shortly after, right? What happened shortly after? A huge rally, yeah. Actually, one of the biggest rallies in this market historically. But this one probably will beat even that. Why? Because of stablecoins adoption on the roadmap of TradFi. That's an immensely serious thing. Nothing will give bigger kickoff than stablecoins adoption in the TradFi space. So yeah, we don't have really much data about what's happening in minds of traditional market, because as you see, SPYX keeps doing what it was doing yesterday. So it's just traded by volume bots, nothing else. So it doesn't really give us any additional insight, unfortunately. I don't know, maybe sometime later today, towards the opening of CME, I know when Chicago Mercantile Exchange futures trading opens, we'll see. But yeah, I wouldn't completely bet. I wouldn't bet on what this one shows for now. That Saturday, Sunday are green. This data is trash for now. From time to time, I talk about it when I say it is organic, but it is. I mean, the price action we've received for last 2 days is definitely not organic. Guys, if you have any questions, of course, don't forget to ask me in the live chat. I will see it here on. I have all of the platforms under control in the live chat with x.com too. So yeah, let's take a look how liquidation heat map is looking today on 1 month context. This one is interesting. I haven't checked this out. I hope you can hear me, but probably you can. Yes. Yeah, you can. That's cool. Everything is fine. I forgot to check it properly. All right, so yeah, we maintain vast majority of liquidity in the market above the price. So that's good. That's very good. That hugely favorites upward moves. So as I said, the way this liquidity behaves is much closer to organic liquidity rather than closer to spoofing. So that's why I'm guessing it is organic, and that is why price is moving up now, right? Because if it is organic, then it's that real prey that market makers are after, right? Market makers are the lions, and this is a gazelle, and they are just going after it. And in order to do that, they have to pump up the price because it's above the price, right? So simple as that. Nothing complicated. Let's take a look at the sentiment. But it's okay. It's slightly higher than this is from yesterday, right? So it's slightly higher than on Friday. Altcoin season index 26, but generally speaking, very low, very very low. After today, probably it will get a little bit better. Probably above 30, because difficult not to get excited when you see something like this. But that will still situate it quite low. That will definitely not fall in category of any overheating or that kind of terminology. Okay, let's take a look at sheer numbers. Okay, so a little bit up, slightly higher than yesterday. As you see, Bitcoin above 60, Ethereum above 6, almost 70. Slightly higher, but still low. But definitely still low. Under 17 million. So yeah. Share, like, and subscribe, guys, if you haven't done so. Or follow. If you watch it on X, then just give me a follow. That will do just fine as well. And yeah, I'm waiting for your questions, of course, because that's the meat and potatoes of this YouTube channel or Rumble channel or X live streams. The internet, the interaction between me and the viewers. Yeah, Bitcoin is pushing up. You see, I still haven't received an entry on the Bitcoin market. As you see, I'm still out of Bitcoin. But yeah, judging by how it goes, then probably around 100, somewhere in between 110 and 112, highly likely I'll get an entry. So that's cool. That's very, very cool. And as you may remember, I told you I do not see the market going below 100K. If it does, it will be very brief. I said I do not see big corrections from here. It's highly unlikely, given how the altcoin market got oversold. I mean, what fashion it got oversold, right? Altcoin market, I don't think you could ask for a better clearance of the situation, what to do. I don't remember, to be honest. I don't remember it to put things this clear. And you should definitely be betting on this market going up, not down, from here. At least for a few weeks to go. So yeah, let me quickly check live chats. And in the meantime, of course, I highly encourage you to allocate something into high-tech meme coin. You will find the link to a tutorial how to get yourself some in the description section of this live stream if you watch it on YouTube or Rumble. It's very straightforward, very, very simple, and this is probably the best trade on the entire internet that you can take now. But yeah, don't go overly big, because this is still a very low liquidity market, so a couple of bucks will do just fine. In the worst case scenario, we'll just lose a couple of bucks. In the best case scenario, who knows, maybe it will turn into a couple of grands. So me personally, I believe it will. So yeah, let's take a look how Google Trends has changed. Has it changed at all since the last time I was looking at it? No, altcoins search terminal C, it's kissing the floor, and that's good. You may think that's bad. That's a harbinger of that bear market everyone and their mother are talking about. No, the opposite, because the lower we are, the closer we are to the ultimate bottom, right? And as you see, this is actually current read. I think, is it the lowest? No, it's not the lowest, but one of the lowest reads we have throughout past 12 months. So that's good. That's very good, because there is some minimum that will not be breached anymore. Some minimum low, the lowest level that will not be breached anymore. And the lower we are, the likelier it is that that will be it. Okay, yeah, let's go maybe over to my X timeline, because I mean, before that, let's revise Bitcoin dominance, because this one, from what I was seeing, yeah, it kinda wants to draw that rounding top, which in this case will be the Eve part of inverse Adam and Eve formation. And as you may remember from yesterday, I told you it can be printed in several fashions. Like for example, this one will be slightly stronger one. This one will be even stronger one. It can go even above Adam. So this part here, this left part, and that's perfectly fine too. But the shorter it is, the smaller it is, the better signal it is for what's about to happen next, right? And as you see, right now it looks pretty weak. It looks pretty weak, right? So that tells us even more. If it maintains this shape, of course, if nothing changes, if my assumption, my prediction that it will have that rounding shape, and it will finalize this formation, inverse formation, that will be a very powerful message that yes, this one was accidental. This was not telling us the real state of the altcoin market. Right? Because if that was the case, then probably the support inertia on this chart if this was for let's say adequate for current state of the altcoin market, we will probably have a prolonged uptrend here. And as you see, there are thick chances it's about to roll over. I can definitely say, I mean, this is the second day that is being printed in red. If it progresses from here, so far, no one will blame you if you bet that it will. if it keeps lowering, today, tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, it will at the very end complete this pattern. All hell will break loose, right, for Bitcoin dominance, and that is what we all are waiting for way too long, definitely way too long. But that is literally what markets do, right? Whenever you know what you are doing, whenever you know where is it going, it will take you into the deep waters, right? It will extend it, it will stretch it in time so much that at some point you will start to doubt yourself. At least a little bit, even if you're a tough guy with a lot of experience in this space. I mean, in my case, it did not occur. I know exactly what has to happen anyway. I know this game way too well. But yeah, I mean, time is the thing that breaks most of the people. Especially when you don't see, when you do the right thing, you have the right strategy, and you still don't see results, or you even see the opposite effect. It's very easy to get some doubts, but not here. Definitely not here. Guys, if you have any questions, once again, let me repeat it. Ask them in the live chat. Let me quickly review how this live stream is going on my YouTube channel. Hopefully everything is fine. Where is it? These are actually two live streams. I'm sorry. Let's see this one here. Horizontal mode. Yeah, cool. Okay, here everything is working fine. That's cool. So yeah, let's go over to my X timeline, no, not yet. Let's review. Let's review other chart and know what this one is doing. What other chart is doing. And we are rebounding, right? We are rebounding from, I mean, of this very thin zone I have marked here in between 245 and 250. It's supposed to happen more or less like this, and it is happening. So that's another confirmation, another good sign. And from here, we should see, at least in theory, we should see a powerful recovery and a start of the actual altcoin season. Believe me or not. That will be a perfect checkout just before a massive move up. A perfect checkout, to be honest. I mean, as we know, some of altcoins went literally, they flash crashed, right? Flash crashed to minus 99% with small change. So I like the setup, to be honest. I mean, both from a market structure perspective and from a fundamental side of market mechanics. But from market structure perspective, we will get right now. It's not it yet, right? We'll get it when we recover to the point from before the crash. Once we have it, then all of this here, we have the comfort to qualify all of this here as price action noise, and then it will be this. It will be blazing flames, of a setup for entries. Of course, if you decide to wait until then, you will miss on quite a lot of gains. I already start to see entries on my trading system. Well, one of those entries, one of those entries was the trade I just showed you on MLN, which again I have no idea what kind of account is that. I never check them. I never read about them. I don't know, research them. If I like the volatility, if I like certain characteristics, like for example small market cap listed on biggest exchange in the world, such as Binance, I will trade it. I mean, I will just turn it on to be traded on my system, and that's it. Let's say it has papers, as we Polish tend to say, right? Yeah, what else can I add here? I'm a little bit sleepy, to be honest, because I just woke up. I had a short nap, and I just woke up and decided, okay, it's it's the highest hour to start a live stream, and yeah, we'll see how this one is going to perform, especially in the horizontal mode. Yesterday, on YouTube, the live stream horizontal mode had a record-breaking number of views, way higher than the horizontal one. I mean, the vertical had way more views than the horizontal one. So seems like those vertical live streams work, just like the people say. The influencers, they say start live streaming in vertical, and you will see you'll be treated different. And yeah, I can testify. So yeah, guys, don't forget to throw something at Hitech, of course. I mean, while it's still this small, right? While it's still this small, I mean, we have just fixed 63 holders so far, which is like barely anything. Any of those coins listed here in this, trending bar counts well over 1,000. well over 1,000, and we are not even, we are somewhere around, around halfway through to 100. So this is a very early stage, very early stage. Yeah. Okay. Let's go over to my X timeline and let's see what the space has been discussing over today. Bitcoin reclaims 109K. Yeah. It's moving up. Around, yeah, it's around there, yeah, as you see. And you should prepare to Bitcoin reclaiming all-time high, slowly but firmly. And altcoins will go absolutely parabolic. Honestly, I do not see any other scenario right now. So we are in the deep second half of October. So this is the highest time. This is the time for altcoins to roar like hungry beast. Binance founder CZ says he feels sorry for people who sold Bitcoin at 77,000. Yeah. I mean, we sold. I mean, I sold my system sold at 94 or something, and then re-entered around 84, I think, or 97. I don't remember exactly. And then it I read all the way up. Road, yeah, road. Ridden road, no, ride, road, ridden. Is that how you say it? I don't remember the past tense of ride. Now I'm going to be okay. I have to keep it like this. I will not check it. I'll not check it here. I will check it on my phone. Let me check it. Yeah, road, yeah. I was right. Past tense of ride is road, yeah. I wasn't sure. English is my second language, sometimes I forget. Bitcoin archive. You can mine one Bitcoin in Iran for $1,300 and sell it for 180,000. Is Iran nice this time of year? Because the electricity is so cheap, right? Yeah, but you must have the latest, let's say ASICs, right? The latest mining equipment, which is not cheap. So this is not that simple. You must have one of those latest models of Bitminer or Antminer or however they are called now. And it's not that 1,300 alone you would have to pay for electricity. You must to get back the money you spent on the equipment. And you have literally zero guarantee that profitability will stay in Iran for long enough to recover that money. Because remember, when you are mining Bitcoin, you compete for mining every single block with huge mining rigs. So that business is not as simple as sometimes, people try to portray it. What else? Justin Billionaire Jack Dorsey says Bitcoin is not crypto. Well, so he disagrees with Satoshi Nakamoto because Satoshi Nakamoto literally used that term for Bitcoin. Satoshi Nakamoto literally called Bitcoin a cryptocurrency. So what are we talking about? Come on. I mean, that's silly. But by the way, as you see, I changed the format of vertical live stream slightly, so I fitted, let's say, more screen in the picture. It's smaller, but you can see more of it. Let me know if this is better than yesterday. I imagine it is, because I mean you still see. I mean the resolution is still quite good, and you see much more of it, right? That's what I'm guessing. So yeah, people sometimes don't think what they say. They will not think before they say it. Tom Lee says Bitcoin has become a $2 trillion asset. Never in financial history has anything reached $2 trillion and disappeared. Very bullish. You know, always there must be that first time. Like as Tom Lee already noticed that Bitcoin went to 2 trillion from, and being a totally 100% digital. I think in that sense, yeah, Bitcoin was. I mean, in multiple areas, Bitcoin was first. So it can be first also in that category too, right? So going to zero from $2 trillion and disappear. Bitcoin already broke like a collection of records, so so why not this one too? It just has a habit of doing that, of breaking records and doing things for the first time. So yeah, I wouldn't bet my head on it, to be perfectly honest. Making a big comeback. Get ready, CT. I wonder what people respond to that. Are people bearish? I have heard that on many Telegram groups, they literally, people organize support groups for like psychological support groups. Because people literally bet their houses on crypto moving up on leverage, and they got wiped out on Friday 10th. Very stupid. The US is rolling back tariffs on products that can't be sourced domestically, including rare minerals and specialty goods, according to WSJ, so Wall Street Journal. Supply chains about to get a boost. Okay. All right. That was 3 hours ago. So Taco, Trump always chickens out. That's how Meet Kevin calls it. Shout out to Meet Kevin. Okay. Share, like, and subscribe, guys. Of course. Don't forget to do that. I'll stay a little bit longer here on this live stream and talk about almost nothing, just for the sake of visibility. Hopefully, I will attract at least one subscriber this way. Because why not? Scrolling my X timeline in search of something interesting to discuss about. Documenting seller. I used to have 20 Bitcoin. Now I only have one. It's killing me on the inside. Lesson: never sell your Bitcoin. Okay, all right. So documenting seller is quoting someone on Reddit. Yeah, so that guy is really stupid if he says that now he's only one Bitcoin and it's killing him, blah blah blah. Um, I mean, it depends on how he spent it. If he spent it, I don't know, buying depreciating assets, then yeah, he can blame himself, and no problem there. I will not oppose it. But if he was just paying the bills and stuff, then no, absolutely not. I even shorted BTC with BTC on BitMEX today. It crashed from 7K to 3.5, and that was probably my best trade ever, which just gave me more BTC. I then got very lucky and got a job that paid in BTC and hodled as much as I could, staking up to 20 BTC eventually. Fast forward to now, and I only have one. One is because I sold some holdings to buy a house after it dropped from 70K to 35, and have been renovating it myself. That was my full-time job, home renovating. It ended up costing me so much more, and I was not working, causing me to sell far more BTC than I had anticipated. My ex-wife sued me, and I had to spend more BTC on that. Okay, yeah, women always drag you down. Previously, I also zero debt. Now I have 40K on credit card debt, and even thought I've got my well-paying job back and I'm on the right track. It really is way at me now. No, man. Yeah, you were a little bit unlucky, but you still have one BTC, so don't worry. Things will be fine. One BTC is still shot loads of money. I mean, or literally like 90% of people on the globe, 100 and over $100,000 is unimaginable amount of money, excluding Western countries, of course, and couple of Middle East countries. Jack, Bitcoin is not crypto. No, it is crypto. Satoshi Nakamoto called it crypto. So it is crypto. Jack, it's just maybe you didn't hear about that story. Breaking. Wintermute is moving millions to Binance and liquidating shorts live. Another wave of market manipulation is brewing. Don't get trapped again. They just accumulated shitloads of the altcoin market, and that's perfectly fine for them to pump the price. Create attractiveness for this market. So everyone starts to talk about how this or how that, how much this or how much that coin pumped, just so retailers come back, but this time to spot market and receive those way overblown bugs on the very top. But that probably will take a little bit of time. I mean, before we get any larger correction, it will take at least a few weeks. Share, like, and subscribe, and follow if you watch it on X, of course, or on Rumble, because on Rumble you can follow too. On Rumble, if you subscribe, that's paid. I think, from what I remember. And here we're pushing up, right? We are pushing up. We are approaching 110,000. Nothing against that. That's cool. Golden statue of President Trump holding a Bitcoin placed outside US Capitol. Yeah, I know that. But how big is it? It's like 3 meters tall, or is it bigger? It's not the best quality though. But I'm not going to complain that. I'm not going to complain that they made something like this. It's cool anyway. Breaking. Michael Saylor will buy more Bitcoin tomorrow. Smart money is buying. Are you? Buy when others are fearful. That was 4 hours ago. Okay. Yeah, Saylor keeps buying. That's the only job he has. Just keeps keeps finding to keep finding new investors and to keep buying. Breaking. Reports out of Dubai suggest OTC desks are running out of Bitcoin even after the recent dump. Traders claim major buyers are absorbing every dip, while exchanges show unusual order book behavior. Something big is brewing behind the scenes with BTC liquidity. Well, remember that Bitcoin Bitcoin has increasing supply, right? Not all bitcoins have been mined. Miners deliver fresh supply. The higher we are, the more it costs to maintain prices every single month, right? Because the supply must stay at the same level in order to maintain prices. So this floor at over $100,000, it costs like, I don't know, $2 billion a month. This apartment at over 100K height. So it's not cheap. It's not cheap. So at some point, miners, will have no other choice like to keep selling, and that will, once the market is saturated, once everyone has as much Bitcoin as desired, it will have to come down, and highly likely it will do it in a fashion same as every single cycle, right? So quite sharply. Share, like, and subscribe, guys, if you haven't done so, and ask me in the live chat. Of course, if you have any questions, or I don't know, maybe you want to share some interesting info with me. Because remember, the meat and potatoes of my live streams is the interaction between me and the viewers, right? That's the most fun part. I would say, here in 10 or 15 minutes what I see in the charts, but later the whole sense of it is to have a connection here, right? To have a conversation. Let me review live chats. Should I leave it here? Okay, let's leave it here. MLN at plus 160%. I expected to give me a double today. I mean, I don't really like this entry it gave me because it was a late entry, somewhat late entry, but it's still literally very close to give me a double, right? Plus 70%. So I think, yeah, sometime within few hours, I think I will get that plus 100%. Because here, as you see, it was going sideways, then it aggressively spiked up, and after it cooled off a little bit. My systems allocated into this market, and as you see, it was a correct decision to do, but it's slightly late, right? If it did it, if it did it, like, for example, here, then probably I would already have, I would already have a plus 100%, right? Where my first TP lays. But yeah, it is what it is. I'll get it anyway, I believe. I mean, after the altcoin market got so oversold on Friday the 10th, this view here will become a new norm. That's what I think. So no biggie. No biggie. Just few more hours and I'll get it. And yeah, Bitcoin keeps pushing. That's good. Once Paul hits QE, us will go ballistic. But we are already in QE. What are you talking about? Breaking. BlackRock, Binance, Coinbase, all dumping BTC. That was 2 hours ago. In just 6 hours, they've unloaded over 1.1 billion in Bitcoin. By the way, yesterday I asked Grok how much Bitcoin BlackRock has, and Grok says BlackRock owns 6.15 Bitcoin. 6.15, right? That's why I keep telling you guys, whenever you listen, you read about BlackRock buying or BlackRock selling, that's not BlackRock themselves. BlackRock themselves. Before previously I thought, I mean, I I don't know to what extent that is true that they have only 6.15, but I asked Grok multiple times, multiple versions of Grok, and all of them respond me literally the same. So that means, I mean, me myself, I thought like they maybe have like $100 million in Bitcoin, not anymore, and it naturally disappointed me. It disappointed me in the biggest way because they have 6.50. So nowhere, absolutely nowhere near $100 million, which is still like considering who BlackRock is, that's a laughable amount, right? $100 million. And 6.15, that's like that's not even a bad joke. It means they do not believe in Bitcoin at all. It's like they have zero faith in Bitcoin. They just won't make fiat on it, and that's why they started with ETFs, spot ETFs. They just charge for fees, and that's it. But it's probably because BlackRock is a huge stakeholder at Federal Reserve, so US dollar is actually their shitcoin. So why would they want to let's say favorite Bitcoin or make it grow or whatever? It's hugely against their own interests. So that is why I expect Bitcoin to get pretty much trashed after the cycle ends. But that will not mean a total annihilation like it used to mean for the altcoin sphere, because broad adoption of stablecoins will give it a completely new meaning. It will give it a completely new environment to function within. Discover, breaking. Okay, this one I already have read. I just got carried away a little bit. Breaking. The US will hold tariffs on products that can't be grown, mined, or naturally made locally. Okay, yeah. So Trump just took back pretty much everything he said before he crashed the market. So everyone will be happy that he did it again. He literally crashed the market and swept the floor. And now we'll be pretending nothing has happened. Completely nothing has happened. Back to normal. Everything is okay. Guys, share, like, and subscribe, right? Share, like, and subscribe. Don't forget to do that. And follow if you watch it on X, of course. Gold is the biggest threat to Bitcoin. That's why the entire crypto industry is now attacking it. It's a completely different class of asset. Yeah, I mean, gold is physical, Bitcoin is non-physical, is digital. But Peter Schiff, of course, he is poking at Bitcoin all the time, right? The gains gold had in recent time is nowhere to compare to what Bitcoin had. I mean, to the growth today, to the gains Bitcoin demonstrated. So, and there will be a capital rotation from gold to Bitcoin anyway, because gold will have its correction. Don't doubt that. Don't doubt that part. It will have a correction. Right now, the rally there is quite strong, but given the things I've seen already, what people do, like for example with golden watches, they melt them just for gold because they get more money for gold than for selling the watch as a collectible. So those are signs of a bubble. Like one of the most easy to spot, easy to notice signs of a bubble. And I have a position in gold. I told you, plus 26%, right? So it's not like always gold bad. Absolutely not. The opposite. Since I have a position in it, let it go to $1 million. But everybody knows it will not happen. Unfortunately. Yeah. All right, let's go back to my X timeline. Bitcoin reclaims. Okay, this one we've seen. So are we seeing a repeating tweets? Apparently, no, that it can't be like that. Let's move on. Someone just started mining Bitcoin from the top of the Empire State Building. BTC taking over the world. Yeah, with some tiny miner. Of course, it's in a character of a joke. Bitcoin Junkies, Vice President J.D. Vance says Bitcoin will become a strategically important asset for the United States. Yeah, he said it long ago. So they just keep repeating it. And that's it. What else? Only 5.4% of Bitcoin is left to be mined. Yeah, that means halvings will not impact the market anymore in such a big way it used to happen. So that's good to remember about it and calculate it in. It will probably literally have no effect the next cycle. I mean, not anymore. $155,720,000 in shorts has been liquidated in the past 24 hours. Yeah, actually, let's take a look how shorts are behaving in these conditions. Yeah, it has grown a little bit, 86, almost 87 millions on Bitcoin. That's good. That's very good. Why not? Almost $80 million on Ethereum. Yeah, let it do that. Let it liquidate the bears, right? Bulls have been liquidated. Now it's time for bears. Standard, a normal day, right? A normal day in the crypto market. Yeah, there's some scammer in the live chat. How do I kick him out? No, I don't want to do that. I cannot delete it. Ah, I can't. Okay, that sucks. Okay, whatever. That's a bummer. Share, like, and subscribe, guys. If you have any questions, ask them. How's my MLN going? It's not doing anything now. It's just oscillating around the same level where it was. I mean, where it was at the very beginning of this live stream, more or less. Not much of a difference. Coin Bureau, this week could be big. Will ETF approvals move the altcoin market? It will be big not because of ETF approvals. It will be big because of how the market is oversold. Trump says Chinese president is open to a trade deal. Trump insisted Zelensky surrender entire Donbass to Putin. Okay. Zelensky will not like it. Oh, he will not like it. The stablecoin supply on ETH is exploding right now, over 900 billion in the past 24 hours. Yeah, because there are outflows from Solana, inflows to Ethereum, probably because of some project on Ethereum's network now, but it will come back to Solana anyway. Don't think it means that Solana is, something fundamentally is happening wrong with Solana. Absolutely not. Ethereum stands literally zero chance against Solana in terms of usability, like let's say hard use case. So yeah, allow me to wrap it up because it's getting a little bit boring. I don't want to bore you. Share, like, and subscribe if you haven't done so, and I will probably open another live stream sometime later today because maybe these hours are just not the best for live streaming. Yesterday I did live stream much later, and it was working for that live stream very well. Today I see it's not the frequency, the participation is way lower than yesterday. So I'm guessing that's because of the time of the day, this part of the day. So yeah, so don't forget to throw something at Hitech, $1 or $2 or $3. That will do the job just fine, in my opinion. And and yeah, I see you sometime soon.